Today our topic is how to use Stoicism to overcome fear. Fear is something everyone feels. It is natural. Fear can stop us from doing things we want to do. It can make us feel small and weak. But Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to face fear and live a better life. Stoicism is not about ignoring fear. It is about understanding it and not letting it control us. The Stoics believed that fear comes from things we cannot control. They said we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This is the key to overcoming fear. Let me explain how you can use Stoic ideas to face your fears and live with courage. First, understand what fear is. Fear is an emotion. It is a reaction to something we think is dangerous or harmful. Fear can be useful. It can protect us from real danger. But often, fear is not about real danger. It is about things that might happen or things we imagine. For example, you might fear failing at work, losing a loved one, or speaking in public. These fears are not about real danger. They are about things that might not even happen. The Stoics said that many of our fears are not real. They are just in our minds. This is important to understand. If fear is in your mind, you can control it. The Stoics taught that we cannot control everything in life. We cannot control the weather, other people's actions, or the future. But we can control our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. This is the first step to overcoming fear. Focus on what you can control. For example, if you fear failing at work, you cannot control how your boss will judge you. But you can control how hard you work, how much you learn, and how you prepare. If you fear losing a loved one, you cannot control life and death. But you can control how much love and care you give to that person. If you fear speaking in public, you cannot control how the audience will react. But you can control how well you prepare your speech and how confidently you speak. When you focus on what you can control, fear becomes smaller. You feel stronger because you know you are doing your best. Another Stoic idea is to practice negative visualization. This means imagining the worst that can happen. It might sound strange, but it helps. When you imagine the worst, you see that it is not as bad as you thought. For example, if you fear losing your job, imagine what would happen if you did. You might have to find a new job, cut your expenses, or ask for help. These things are not easy, but they are not impossible. You can survive them. When you realize that you can handle the worst, fear loses its power. You feel more prepared and less afraid. Negative visualization also helps you appreciate what you have. When you imagine losing something, you value it more. This makes you happier and less worried. The Stoics also believed in accepting what happens. They said that life is full of surprises. Good things and bad things happen to everyone. We cannot change this. But we can change how we react. When something bad happens, do not fight it. Accept it. This does not mean you should not try to improve your life. It means you should not waste energy on things you cannot change. For example, if you lose your job, do not spend days feeling sorry for yourself. Accept it and start looking for a new job. If you make a mistake, do not blame yourself forever. Accept it and learn from it. Acceptance is a powerful tool against fear. When you accept what happens, you are not afraid of it anymore. You know you can handle it. Stoicism also teaches us to live in the present moment. Fear often comes from thinking about the future. We fear what might happen tomorrow, next week, or next year. But the future is not here yet. It might not even happen. The Stoics said we should focus on the present. What can you do right now to make your life better? What can you do right now to face your fear? When you focus on the present, fear has no place. You are too busy living your life. For example, if you fear a difficult conversation with someone, do not think about what might go wrong. Focus on what you can say right now to make the conversation better. If you fear a big project at work, do not think about all the things that might go wrong. Focus on the first step you can take today. Living in the present makes fear smaller and life bigger. Another important Stoic idea is to practice self-discipline. Self-discipline means controlling your actions and emotions. It means doing what is right, even when it is hard. Self-discipline is the opposite of fear. When you are disciplined, you do not let fear stop you. For example, if you fear exercising, self-discipline makes you do it anyway. If you fear studying, self-discipline makes you open your books. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start with small things. Do something every day that you do not want to do. Over time, you will build the strength to face bigger fears. Stoicism also teaches us to see fear as an opportunity. The Stoics believe that challenges make us stronger. When you face your fears, you grow. You become braver, wiser, and more confident. Fear is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every time you face a fear, you learn something new. For example, if you fear public speaking and you do it anyway, you learn that you can survive it. If you fear failure and you try anyway, you learn that failure is not the end. Fear is not something to avoid. It is something to face. Every fear you overcome makes you stronger. Finally, the Stoics believed in finding peace within yourself. They said that true happiness comes from inside, not from outside. You do not need money, fame, or success to be happy. You need peace of mind. When you are at peace, fear cannot touch you. You are calm and strong. How do you find peace? Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you have. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment. Practice kindness. Help others and be good to yourself. When you are at peace, fear has no power over you. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that fear is natural but not uncontrollable. We cannot control everything in life, but we can control our thoughts and actions. Focus on what you can control. Imagine the worst and see that you can handle it. Accept what happens and do not waste energy on things you cannot change. Live in the present moment and do not let fear of the future stop you. Practice self-discipline and build the strength to face your fears. See fear as an opportunity to grow and learn. Find peace within yourself and do not let fear take it away. Stoicism is not about being fearless. It is about being brave. It's about facing your fears and living a good life. You have the power to overcome fear. Use it.